Hello everybody, ProtoFox here, coming back at you with another video. Something a little different this time. This is all about one of my favorite characters, one of the breakout characters from Prime, but he is easily one of my favorite characters from that show, and that is Knockout, because Knockout is in fact a knockout, and this is 4 versions of the character. I do not have the US Beast Hunters release, but I do have the Transformers Adventure version. I initially passed on it because I wasn't real hot on the colors. I do dig the look, the style, aesthetic, whatever you want to call it. I do like it, but I thought the colors didn't work, and then I saw another review of the toy and was like, okay, yeah, I definitely got to get it because Knockout is one of my favorite characters, and probably my top 2 favorite characters. I'll talk about that in another video, but from Prime, he's definitely up there. Just love the character, love the character's portrayal. The voice actor Duran Norris knocked it out of the park with knocked it out. It's a horrible pun. He nailed it with this character. I love the character, and the fact that he got love in Legacy with a Legacy figure right here, which I'm transforming all of them on here. I'm just going to talk about that right now. I'm just going to let you all know right now. This is just a Knockout appreciation video. I'm going to transform the 4 figures, and you actually see me transform the Legacy one before because I did a review on that one. I probably even gushed about him being my favorite character from Prime. I don't recall. It was done a while ago. But we're just going to go ahead and appreciate Knockout and his toys. And I got to tell you, like, some people bagged on the original mold of Knockout. I liked it. I thought it was a great approximation of the car mode looks great, and the robot mode is definitely a bit ganglier, but it works because he was definitely more of a ganglier type character on the show. So now I just have to remember how I'm going to do this. We're going to start with the legs. We're going to get the legs out because the transformation works really well. So those kind of accordion in, and then we separate, and we're not going to talk about, and this is the original US release of Knockout. We're not going to discuss every single bit of transformation here. But we're just going to get them in here. And there's some fiddly parts, which worries me because of the translucent plastic. And I used to never worry about it because it always felt a bit more substantial. Going back to, I believe this came out, God, was it 2011 or 2012? Because he wasn't in the first waves. I know that because he didn't show up until later in the first season anyway, but it took a while for the toys to come out anyway. But it took a bit for this one to come out, so it wasn't even an early wave figure. But I never really concerned myself with the translucent plastic back then, but now I kind of do, and I'll talk about that in another video, which I have planned. But this one here, and we'll talk about it when I get there, that one worries me a bit. That one is going to be a one and done from there. And then we also here have a spring-loaded piece here, which kind of worries me because it's definitely not as substantial as I would like it to be. But, with, oh my goodness. I got you into car mode. I can get you into robot mode. There we go. Yeah, see, it does interesting things when you transform this one. The transformation is, in fact, very, very clever. And it comes to a robot mode that is pretty close to nailing the animation design. It does take a few little liberties because obviously it had to transform. But I'm fine with this. I don't mind it. Knockout's my favorite character from the show, so I really don't give a good goddamn on whether or not it takes liberties or whatever. I love it. I love it. I think it works for him. And, yep, we're just going to go ahead and just appreciate the gloriousness that is Knockout. Come on, make something of yourself. Your head needs to come back. What are you doing? How did your head pop back down? Oh my goodness, I had it out. Okay, let's, don't break anything. Okay, good. All right, being that this is an older figure just in general, and I'm, have these gigantic ham hock hands here, I just don't want to break anything anyway. But a lot of people did bag on this when it released because, definitely a bit more on the fiddly side than some of the other figure releases. They use translucent plastic, and this is when everybody really started becoming aware that translucent plastic in toys like Transformers was definitely a bit of an issue. And now I think we can set it there because there's not really any grooves. This is the one issue that I do have, at least on, oh, there it goes, where just the way it sets there. But we get it, and it's, again, incredibly accurate, I feel anyway. Yes, it's definitely a bit hollow on the backside, but the black magic that it pulls to get as close to the animation model as it does, because this is, definitely a few things maybe could have been done a little better, but I mean, with the engineering at the time, it works. But that, works as a knockout. I mean, it is knockout, and it's as close to the animation model as we are going to get with a transforming toy. I know not too long ago they released Transformers Red figure, which was a non-transforming version of this, and it didn't work for me. Red didn't work for me whatsoever anyway. I never was super into those. But we got Knockout, the OG Knockout, original colors. Now, I am unfortunately missing the other half of the spear that came with this one. I don't know if it got lost in the move or if it's just in a bin. But is what it is. Plug that into his hand. We'll see the actual full spear in the next one we're going to go into, and that is this one. And now this one we are going to be very careful with. This is the Dark Energon release of Knockout. And first off, I love the colors, and I love that it's the translucent colors work. Green, purple. We got new tampagraphing. It looks amazing. I love this, but this is going to be the last time I transform this toy because of all of this translucent plastic. Every bit of this is translucent, and it worries me. When I was turning him into vehicle mode, he started making creaky noises, which really worried me. So we are going to be very careful, and in another video I'm going to talk about certain things from this particular subline. Now, the Dark Energon subline of Transformers Prime, I forget what year it came out. I want to say it was probably 2012. But it released as a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. I think all 6 toys were available in a gift pack, and then they were all single-carded releases. It's single-carded, single-box releases. All of mine were actually not the gift pack releases. They were the single carded release. Oh my God. I don't know if you can hear that, but some of the creakiness on this really, really worries me. And I do not want to break this figure at all. And again, not just because it's exclusive, not just because, many reasons. Because it's old, because it's exclusive, because it's my favorite character. Okay, so far things are going relatively well here, so we're going to go ahead and, again, just being very, very gentle because this is translucent plastic. And again, I will point this out in another video because this will go up before that one, that yeah, it definitely is concerning with these Dark Energon figures. And it's a shame because they look so, so cool. I actually, oh yeah, nope, okay, good. I thought there was stress marks there. That's just the, what do you call that? Whatever it is, the post or whatever for that. Okay, so as I'm yammering on and enjoying Knockout and transforming Knockout, well, this one I'm more sweating a little bit because, my goodness. Okay, all right, now we're almost there. We're almost there. Let's not destroy this figure. Okay, all right, let's get the head out. Oh, thank goodness. We are almost done, and we did not total the figure. We did not have any on-screen breakage. We did not have any issues whatsoever. But that will be the last time that happens with this particular toy or anything else from Dark Energon. Because again, the concept itself, and I'll talk about it again in another video, is definitely cool. I love the color schemes on them. They all look great. Knockout, again, being a knockout, looks awesome. This color scheme works really good. I would have loved to have seen this maybe pulled off on the show itself, because they never did that. It was more just a store exclusive thing, I think, just to get translucent plastic figures out onto the market. And then we take that, and then we have to separate it to get the full thing in his hand, and it does just pop in and out. But oh my god, don't do that. What are you doing? Don't do that. Okay, you know what, you're holding it that way, and then we're going to leave it that way. There we go. But yeah, Knockout being Knockout looks good, and I love this color scheme. It works on him. And then he's even got the light piped translucent purple eyes. Works really good for that. And again, outside of just the back hollowness, which a lot of people have complained about, whatever, it doesn't bother me so much, because that's what you're gonna, to get as close as this does to the animation model. That's just certain things you have to do. So we're gonna go this way. I'm not gonna transform you yet. You're last because you're Legacy. So then we go here. This is the Transformers Adventure release. Because I don't think they released Beast Hunters in Japan. This is Bloody Knockout. And anyone who's playing the mobile games, if they're still active, I think they are, go ahead and scan that code on me. But this is a redeco of the Beast Hunters Knockout. And he's a Croco car, because he's got the croc tail and stuff like that, and he's got teeth, and I just love this look. I think it looks great. This is a little goofy, and we're gonna just kind of put that off to the side for now. But the actual car mode itself, the colors work, and I'm eventually going to go ahead and get the Beast Hunters release, because I love how this turned out. Like, I didn't like those colors, but then I got this because I was able to get it, and I like the mold. I like the updates they did to the Knockout mold. Made things a bit more substantial, and it just looks cool. And then the colors, they grew on me. But these colors are far, far superior. That is just an ice cold looking car there. I love it. I think it's great. We're going to go ahead and transform him, because we're appreciating Knockout. That's what we're doing today. Not going into reviews or anything like that. I mean, obviously, I'm going to gush about him and tell you to buy every single Knockout, because Knockout is an amazing character. Blah, 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 blah. He is, again, it's hard for me to choose who was my absolute favorite from Prime, and I'll talk about that in another video. But it was between him and another character. But I think he's pretty close to probably being my absolute favorite. And he was a breakout character. There's a reason why he is in Legacy. There's a reason why he has showed up in IDW, in comic books and stuff like that outside of Prime, because he was just an amazing character. He's Knockout, and he's great. And oh my goodness. Okay, again, this is a Takara release, so again, trying to be extra careful, because I don't want to break this, because Takara figures are expensive. How did I do that? I got you in to vehicle mode. I'm not breaking you. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Okay. So forcing things back beyond their threshold here really is disconcerting. And this is probably going to be the last time I ever transform this one, because again, he's kind of stuck. What the hell? Okay, well, we're going to continue appreciating Knockout, but in trying to figure out how to get this to separate without breaking it. There we go. Whew. Okay. Having to be gentle. Having to be gentle and calm with my toys. is something I will always do. But here we go. And we'll go ahead and now, again, the way they remolded some of this stuff makes some of the clearances and tolerances a little bit tighter than they were on the original ones. So it's just kind of, again, working things past the direction that they need to go in carefully and not breaking things. So there we go. Whew. Okay. And then we can, now we push. Now his head does not want to come up. There we go. Oh no. Head, go up. Do head things. There we go. All right. Head, do head things. And a cool thing about this one, once we get him into robot mode here, we will get close on there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I can stop sweating bullets now because I didn't destroy the figure. And again, the engineering on every single one of these is just great. I like how things work. It does a lot of unique things to get him into robot mode. And he looks good. He looks excellent. And let's get that in the correct orientation there. There we go, because I'm a big goofy doofus. There we go. And again, see, you'll see. Now, why doesn't that seem correct? As I drop the toy. Let's not drop the toy. Let's not drop the expensive Takara figure here. Ooh. Okay, I think that is correct. It just, the way it sits. Okay, I guess so. All right, well, there we go. But just appreciating Knockout. Looking at him being all knockouty. Oh, there we go. I think that's how that's supposed to go. Ugh. Come on and work with me. You're not working with me. But he, you know, all the retooling they did for Beast Hunters and ultimately Adventure, making him a Beast Hunter type thing. They definitely did do some retooling, and it looks good. Like the head sculpt here, they definitely changed it a bit. He's got a bit more serious head sculpt there, and his accessory is the gator claw on a chain. Pops off, does snappy things, can grab onto things, but I like kind of doing this and keeping it like that, because he can even hold that as a handheld blaster type deal, and that works, and that's how he's always displayed on my shelf anyway. That is Bloody Knockout, the Takara redeco of Beast Hunters Knockout. There we go. And then we've seen him before. We're going to go ahead and just transform him anyway because we're appreciating Knockout. This is Legacy Knockout, which is a retool of Studio Series 86 Jazz, and it's even popped up in Legacy now in the Autobot 5 pack. So we've seen how this works, but it's a very good updated take on Knockout for Legacy. He has that Legacy aesthetic going on. It works for him. And even, you know, some people complain about it, what have you. I will never complain about it because I just love the character. And so to get this kind of, and he even looks kind of how he does in, oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness. Even Legacy, just tight tolerances. His appearance in Legacy as the toy is very, very close to, if not almost exact to how he looks in the IDW comics he appears in, because obviously they had him kind of take on the whole G1-ified look, you know, Generations look. And, I mean, it works. It's Knockout. People complain about it. People complain about everything. I will not complain about it, especially not because he is my absolute favorite character, and even hitting some similar beats of transformation of the Prime toy, how certain things work, all of that good stuff. We're going to get there. Boom, hands fold out. And see, he definitely is a lot less nerve-wracking to transform than the older figures because he isn't old. Though, this whole translucent roof assembly thing always will worry me. Boom, and I actually splay that open. Because, again, translucent plastic, I actually leave that open on him. You close it in, fold it in, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, nope. Let's see here. Oh, that's not bad. That's the first time I've done that. Because I think on my original review, I actually left those open, but that works. You just got to tuck certain things in certain places, I guess. But, knockout being a knockout. And just me loving this figure as I'm going on now 20 minutes. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, we're ending this here. We're just, working on ending it here. Just, sorry I yammered on and on just to transform 4 different toys of one of my favorite characters. But I just wanted to share this with you and share my love of Knockout. Because Knockout is, in fact, a knockout. And that is beautiful. Got multiple versions of just a great character, and it's awesome. What can I say? This is just, gotta appreciate toys you got sometimes, characters that you like sometimes, and it works. Just works. But we're gonna leave it at that. If you like the video, give it a like, shoot a subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will leave you all with this. Be kind to yourself and your fellow human beings, because life is too short, so play on, and I will see you in the next video. And remember, Knockout is a knockout.